Bright Cutie. Every student matters.
Hello dear students, welcome to another lecture. In this class, we are going to begin with the second topic of grammar portion, which is given in class 11th Alternative English Nagaland Board, which is adverbs. Now, in the previous videos, we've discussed about verbs and the types of verbs. Now, in this class, we shall discuss about adverbs. Now, first of all, what is an adverb? Adverbs are those verbs or adverbs are those words that describe a verb, an adjective, or another adverb in the sentence. So those words which help in describing a verb, an adjective, or another adverb in the sentence are known as adverbs. Now, adverbs are of different types. We have the adverbs of place. What are the adverbs of place? Those words that show where an action took place. For example, here, there, outside, inside, upstairs, downstairs, somewhere, anywhere, everywhere, nearby. These are the common adverbs that show the adverb of place. So what do the adverbs of place tell us? They tell us about the, what or where the action takes place. An adverb is always used after a verb. Verb of place is always used after the verb, or it is used after the object of the verb. For example, come here, go there, find everywhere you can, go indoors, go upstairs, and so on and so forth. Or it can also be used after the object of a verb. For example, father is preparing a meal indoors. My brother is playing with football upstairs. My mother is reading a book outside. So, an adverb of place which talks about where an action takes place can either be used after a verb or after the object of a verb. The second type of adverb is the adverb of time. As the name suggests, those adverbs which talk about when an action takes place, that is an adverb of time. Words such as tomorrow, today, yesterday, tomorrow evening, last week, last month, early, already, soon, late, and so on and so forth are the adverbs of time. Where do we put the adverb of time? They are used at the end of a sentence or at the beginning of the sentence. So an adverb of time will either be used at the end or at the beginning of the sentence. For example, tomorrow I will get my new pen, or I will get my new pen tomorrow. Earlier, I would play for 2 hours, or I would play for 2 hours earlier. Okay. So either I'm going to use an adverb of time at the beginning of the sentence, or I will use it at the end. I might come to your office tomorrow. She came to the office early. Here, the adverb of time was used at the end. Later, I went to the market, and yesterday she met some old friends. So either at the end or at the beginning of the sentence. Next type of adverb is the adverb of frequency. What are the adverbs of frequency? Adverbs of frequency are those adverbs that show how often or how many times an action takes place. every day, daily, always, sometimes, several times, frequently, annually, never, seldom, hardly, monthly, yearly, occasionally. So, those words which tell us how many times an action takes place, those words are known as adverbs of frequency. When do we use an adverb of frequency? We always use adverb of frequency before the main verb and after the helping verb. Either this is the first position. I sometimes visit my friends. I always read at night. So between the subject and the main verb. Okay. I never tell a lie. The second place where we use an adverb of frequency is at the end of the sentence. The school reopens or the school releases their magazine annually. My dance classes are held daily or weekly or monthly. So we either use the adverb of frequency at the end or we use it after the subject and before the main verb. The next is the adverb of manner. How or in what manner does the action take place? Words such as slowly, lightly, angrily, loudly, suddenly, smoothly, carefully, hungrily. So when they talk about how did an action take place, what was the manner in which the action took place, that is an adverb of manner. Where do we use the adverbs of manner? We use the adverb of manner either before or after the verb. That is, the child angrily threw the ball at his brother, or the child threw the ball angrily at his brother. He walked hurriedly after the verb we are using, or he hurriedly walked away before the verb we are using. The second place where we use the adverb of manner is after the object of the word. She spoke each word politely. He helped every student patiently. They learnt every chapter thoroughly. And as you have observed, adverb of manners, most of them are formed by adding ly to the end of them. The next type of adverb is the adverb of duration. For how long did the action take place? Shortly, briefly, permanently, forever, long, temporarily, overnight, fortnightly, and so on and so forth. Now, what is the position of the adverb of duration? They are used after the main verb. He stayed fortnightly with us. He stayed long with us. He stayed briefly with us. Or it is used after the helping verb. He is permanently moving to Amritsar. She will shortly come to live with us. Or it is used after the object. He is asked to leave the country forever. She has decided to help her friend all the time. So it can be used after the object as well. The next type of adverb is to show to what extent the action happened. So the adverb of degree. Entirely, completely, extremely, simply, hardly, just. These are all the adverbs that show to how much extent, to what extent did the action happen. We use the adverbs of frequency before a verb. The book will completely change the way you think. This course will help you think in a new manner or will entirely help you think in a new manner. Then adverbs of degrees are used before an adjective. The film was too good. The film was extremely nice. The book was extremely entertaining. Or it is used before an adverb. You are reading too lowly. You are almost there, and so on and so forth. Next type of adverb is the adverb of reason. Why an action took place. Because, as, hence, thus, since. These are the adverbs of reason. Where do we use these adverbs of reasons? At the beginning of the sentence or in the middle of a sentence. Since I was born, I have learned to dance. Or I knew how to dance because my mother is a dancer. So either middle of the sentence or the beginning of the sentence. So these were the different types of adverbs. Now let us look at the questions with regard to the same. Underline the adverbs in the sentences and mention their type. The teacher will briefly talk about the gerunds, briefly. So again, it is the adverb of duration. We often come to this lake in the evening. This is the adverb of frequency. I walked away from them when they teased me. So the adverb of place. She hurriedly told us. This is the adverb of manner. They can't walk faster because they are carrying heavy loads. Because. So this is the adverb of reason. Okay. Fill in the blanks with the correct word from the box. I am used to waking up early. Aren't you? My friends dash ever visit me ever since I have moved here. So my friends hardly ever visit me ever since I have moved here. Don't throw garbage just anywhere. I can barely hide my excitement. There are many smoke emitting factories in the city. Yes. Hence, the city's pollution is increasing. Choose the correct adverb from the bracket. To stay or go will be your decision. So to stay or go will be entirely your decision. You have injured your leg, hence you cannot walk. Could you carry your books inside? It might rain anytime. We take a trip annually to the hills. So we take a trip to the hills annually. We know what you are going to tell us already. So you see, my dear students, it was so easy for us to identify the different types of adverbs. I'm going to pause here now, and in the next class, we are going to continue with the connecting adverbs and learn about their usage. So I will stop here and will see you soon in the next lecture.